What? We're having 2 episodes on one weekend? What? It's because there was a goddamn POE. It was Clash at the Castle. If you wasn't myself or Whawkins that was having a whole dilemma effect, and we thought the whole time was Clash of the Castle, because that's what I've been writing in our tags the past couple of days. So that happened. That was a great brain fart. But if you're here for the coverage, like you see on the screen, it is Clash at the Castle at Scotland, and this is the Stampede. We have the Undisputed title for an I Quit match of Cody Rhodes versus AJ Styles. Our boy was about to scream because of big ass stairs of steel was about to hit him front and center. And then we have new women tag team titles. By the way, chat, me and Whawkins barely have spoken about it, so we're gonna have full fresh thoughts to one another. So I'm curious to see what he's gonna say, what I'm gonna say. So chat, let us know what you guys have thought about it. Cause Sami Zayn versus Chad Gable happened for the IC title. The emotions was there, the drama, and the Prince Charming holding his ground against the general coach. He was too hard on them, and he said, "This is enough." And then we have the women's title of Bayley versus Piper Niven. She showed out, and they had a great match. And then we had the ending of the show, the main event of the world title of Damian Priest versus Drew McIntyre. CM Punk costed him the title, and we're going to discuss about it because a lot of things happened. If you wasn't here for last night's SmackDown, go check that episode out. If not, we appreciate you for joining in. So without further ado, let's get ready to start the show and have a damn good time.
How are my Scottish people doing out there tonight? That's right, welcome to the Weebs of the Ring podcast. If you're new here, don't worry, don't you fret, because we are a duo of weebs, because we have anime in our souls and thoughts of wrestling out of control, and we love the entertainment of professional wrestling. So allow us to be the voices inside of your head as we go through the wrestling event of the evening. We're going to give our thoughts and predictions on what's to come. We're going to provide you an experience inclusive to all you nerds out there. So go ahead, grab that steel chair, yell for the table, and get put through an experience like none other. Brought to you by AniMa Studio. Again, this is the Weebs of the Ring podcast. Tonight, we are unfortunately missing Drop. He is spending time with his lovely family and awesome lady friend as well. But have no fear. Happy holidays as well, because it's also Father's Day weekend. So if you have a father out there, make sure you're hanging out with them. If you don't, well, don't tell Christian Cage over at AEW, because he will run with that. But yeah, you've got your other two hosts here. Of course, as always, you got your world champion, Whawkins, dropping you some knowledge and all that. And of course, over to my left, as you see, we have the wonderful legend himself.
So we got the visionary, legendary Vash, who'll be telling you the spoilers, like Paul Heyman says, because yesterday on SmackDown Review, I said the Bloodline will be coming out and involving themselves with Cody. And guess what? It happened. I saw it to come, and it happened. It was going to be intertwining with the story of KO and Randy. It makes sense. It was bound to happen. And look, the visionary saw it, and it came to fruition.
Ah, man, that it did. But hopefully, chat, you're doing all right out there. No, this pay-per-view, well, PLE, it was in the middle of the day, so if you got to catch it live, great, awesome. I know I did, so I didn't get spoiled on anything, but unfortunately for some people like Vash here, who had to watch it later on in the day, hey, he stayed relatively spoiler-free until I think, one post got through to you?
Yeah, one post got to me because because I literally was like, hey, it's the last match, I'm good, let me go scroll through IG, and then I see a G post by the company of WWE saying, and still the world champion of Damian Priest, and I'm like, well, I knew that was going to happen, that was my theory, but I was like, damn, okay, so I guess CM Punk fucks him up or something. And, like, that's my guess. But guess what? I was right.
Oh,
so,
man.
spoilers for anybody that have not seen the PLE. Like, hey, you come in here to check out a review. I hope you know you've seen the matches at least. So, come on.
Yeah, like you're coming to a podcast, 9 hours after the show started.
Exactly.
It ended at like
6
4 or
p.m.?
something.
Oh,
So
5
like,
p.m.?
no, it was close to 5. I think. Yeah, it was like close to 5. Let's say like 4. Let's be somewhat even. 4:45. So that was about like 6 hours ago, roughly,
And plus,
that it ended.
I was so happy when I got home because, guys, we were like, hey, okay, so let's review it. Okay, let's do this time. So when I got home, when I saw the time left of 2 hours and 50 minutes, I was like, wow, this was a short pay-per-view. I like that. Nice PLE, solid 5 matches, and it was good timing. I openly log in, start watching, and I'm like, cool, fast forward. And I have the premium account, so I don't gotta see all the extra video packages. I'm like, oh, fast forward,
Oh, yeah.
skip. And then, well, I love that since it's 250 minutes, technically it was 230 because once it was done with Damian Priest's match, that's it. And I'm like, wait, there's no press conference? I'm like, oh yeah, probably they're like international, so probably there wasn't, or probably nothing like that.
Yeah. No, I think there was a press conference. I
Oh.
didn't watch it. I actually went to go take care of a couple errands after the show went off the air. The most notable thing I saw from it was CM Punk was in there.
Oh,
So that
shit.
was cool. Apparently, yeah, so get this. He's not going to be there on Monday. But he is going to go see a doctor on Monday. And on Friday, he's going to give us an update on whether or not he's cleared or not. So we'll have a better knowledge, better sight on where he's going to be ending up with in the future. And there was the other thing too, I guess, was Triple H was saying how happy he is that CM Punk's back in the company. So that was also that part.
But also, chat, I want to let you
yeah.
know how good and healthy was CM Punk is looking. He ran very fast.
yeah.
I saw that run, and I'm like, yo, this man actually looked like he was more the healthiest than the Royal Rumble and back in AEW. Like, he looked like he actually prepared himself much better. Like, all right, cool. I got therapy. Let me get myself in much better shape. Like, much better than I
Yeah.
was for the Royal Rumble and other days. Like, let me be in my best shape since this is my last run. Let me end this in a hoorah.
Exactly. Like, and especially he's probably thinking to himself too, like, oh, these doctors gave me these special steroids to kind of, help my recovery. Because like that's something that doctors do. They'll give you like some steroids to kind of help. Like it's not like performance enhancing or
No,
anything.
yeah.
It's just more of like getting your body back up to speed and all that.
Yeah, like it helps you
Yeah.
get your body in a helper, faster rate. It helps your antibodies, your healthy system. Like we are a living machine. People need to know that.
Yeah.
So it just helps our body heal much faster, and it makes sense why he's looking as good he is. He's going to gym. He's going to therapy. It's kind of, guys, remember the story with John Cena that he came earlier from recovery from his surgery? It's because he went to therapy. I believe it was 5 days or 6 days of the week.
Yeah, he went a lot to get his shoulder back up to speed.
Yeah, and it was 6 days
so,
of the week, and
yeah.
morning, day, and night. So he literally balanced himself to get back in shape. He was supposed to be out for 6 months, and I believe, top of my head, there's 3 months he was out for. So that's a big difference of you cutting your
yeah.
recovery.
Oh, yeah. So, but we'll get more into CM Punk here in a little bit. And chat, hopefully you're ready and to kind of dive into some of these matches. Because we had 5 matches. We had 5 stories to kind of talk about. Some more than others, some not as much. But hey, we're all feel good here, at least until the main event, which Scotland apparently did not like. Which, hey, I get it. Your hometown boy didn't walk out with the championship, but whatever. Things happen. Shit happens. Deal with it. It's all good. It's all part of the story, But yeah, let's kind of get into some of these things. So let's start with our first match here. We had the WWE Undisputed title being defended in an I Quit match. We had Cody Rhodes versus AJ Styles. This was exactly what I needed from this kind of match. This was the right amount of brutality. There was blood from both ends. There was Mama Rhodes. There was whipping.
Mama
Like,
Rhodes.
it was just the right enough of intensity, especially for a WWE I Quit match. Uh, yeah, man, there were some really good spots too. But we'll talk more about that. But like, what were your overall thoughts, Vash? Like, because you got to experience this somewhat live, and I got to see some of your commentary with it.
Oh
What
yeah,
you got for me?
Chad, if you don't join the Discord of AniMa
Oh
Studio,
yeah.
we have one. So it's currently in reconstruction. So if the link is not working, let us know on the Twitter side or on the social media side, and we will send you the link for now while it's in reconstruction. But yo, like Chad, I literally wrote like Cody has an amazing gear tonight. Like that gear was amazing.
Oh
Like, to
yeah.
me, I think it's one of my top three favorites. Like just the like the nice silver scope on the side, like of the skirt and everything. Really nice touch and everything.
Mhm.
The crowd continues the song even after it ends. I love that. Like just to show that the
Yeah.
crowd even love Cody. I remember when people say, "Oh my God, after he's champion after a month, people are not gonna love him no more." Say what? Where's that happening? Talking to you, stupid ass
Yeah,
fans.
where is that? Where is that happening? Like, I don't see it. I don't see it anywhere. Like, because that's the thing. Like, even though America's just kind of like on the energy scale with the rest of the world, they're still singing along with his music. Like, their people are still singing to Cody's song. Like, they're not booing him out the building, and he's actually being booked in a way that's like, okay, he's not like a Superman kind of figure. Like, he still has weaknesses and all that, but like, he's not getting his ass beat every single week. But yeah, kind of speaking with the crowd too. Scotland, you did get the memo. You did great.
But you didn't beat France.
France still got
Exactly.
You weren't even close. Like you, I think during the Drew match, you got close to like Puerto Rico levels. But I
Yeah.
would even say Puerto Rico was a little
No,
bitter.
I
You
feel
know.
like this is a good comparison. France is definitely top one.
Hmm.
Scotland is number three, and Puerto Rico is number two. But they're like
Yeah.
neck and neck. Like they could share that spot
Hmm.
of number two. I'm okay with that.
Yeah. To be honest, I see Scotland kind of being like equal to what was it? I think it was Montreal. That's where
Yes,
Elimination Chamber last year was for Sami.
yes, because this
Mhm.
year was Australia, and they was very good too as well.
They were, yeah, but they didn't. I don't think they really reached the levels either. But we're not going to be here to rank
But
crowds, at least not yet. You
there
know.
was something about that we should talk about because I saw a VOD version of WWE, where
Hmm.
things like could be fixed of any mistakes of people certainly made.
Oh yeah.
Um, so Whawkins, you was there. I saw a screen grab from the timeline on Twitter/X, but you was there. What did you see? Can you explain to the audience that if they
So
saw a VOD like I did?
very, very briefly, for like a split second, you see this title card come up, and because you guys know how whenever we have these big championship matches, we have these title cards. It's like challenger, AJ Styles, champion, Cody Rhodes. It's like, all right, cool, that's neat, that's neat. So the one that was coming up for Cody, it was not the one that said champion. No, 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 no. It was one for, first of all, it was for the women's tag titles, and
But
then it said something along the lines of like talent name here, like, so they didn't even fully type it out, but it was up for like a split second. You wouldn't miss it, but it came up so
I
quick and
feel
went away so
bad.
quick.
I feel bad for Triple H because he was probably once you saw him like, ah, fucking shit. Like just knowing him, like, fuck. Like to know internally, you just see that shit like fucking hell. Like
Mhm.
knowing the production, knowing that like people gonna meme about this shit, people are gonna know. Cause once I saw the timeline, oh, we're gonna get new tag champs. Once it had talent
Yeah,
name, we knew we were gonna get new tag champs.
yeah. And also, like, I do want to point this out too. I don't know if I mentioned it on SmackDown like last night during our talk, but we've had a couple production botches this past weekend because if you remember the one backstage segment we had where like Piper Niven attacked Naomi and Bayley. First of all, you see Chelsea Green running off backstage when they meet up with Blair Davenport.
Yeah.
So she wasn't hiding before the spot. And also, when like Naomi and Bayley go through the door, you can see a producer and Piper and Niven come out like right behind them to get into position. Like they didn't really do a too good of a job hiding it. Like go back to those spots. I'll send you a link later. I'll try to find it.
Yeah.
And yeah, you'll notice like a couple weird production botches this weekend.
Hey, if they're in a different country, they probably don't have the same amount of the same type of system. Who knows? It could be in the reason, but
Yeah.
involving that, it was a great interesting because when I saw it, they had the right thing. The VOD version, they had WWE champion Cody Rhodes. I was like, oh, so they changed it. So like, they got to fix what they did. Makes total sense. Overall, the way that match started, it was brutal. It was Cody going around. They went like a little small snake, like type of aisle inside the arena. They went in the tech room, came back out. They was going. Cody was inside, where they had the ring, and it was Samantha. And AJ was talking to Mama Rose, like, saying, I'm gonna beat you, son. I'm gonna take him down, blah, blah, blah. And Mama was like, I'm tired of your bam, slap one. A couple seconds delayed, slap two. And more couple seconds delayed, slap number three, bah. And then AJ was about to swing her with a chair. But then somehow, Cody comes out of nowhere and starts, like, having a whole bleeding on his forehead. I'm like, did he do the poking thing that most wrestlers do? Like, for him to just come out of nowhere?
Yeah, I mean he might have bladed. I don't know. But yeah, Mama Rhodes did call AJ Styles an asshole, so that was nice to
You
hear.
asshole!
Just
I was like,
you asshole.
Okay, girl.
But
say it with your chest, asshole.
I love with the 3 slaps she gave him. It was like she kind of missed the first one. Like it kind of like hits him like softly on the neck.
Yeah.
And then she goes back for the actual first one, and then she hits him again, and then it looks like she's gonna go sit down, but like in her head she's like, nah, bitch, and just
One
smacks
more.
him a third time. It's like just one more for the freaking road.
It's like girl thought about like, you know what?
It.
One more. Bah!
Oh man, that was always fun just to kind of, because that's the thing, like they involved her a little bit, but not too much. Where it's just like, oh, they're always going to be talking about Mama Rhodes. It's not like The Rock, who was constantly on her during WrestleMania, you know.
Excuse me.
Oh, bless you.
Thank you.
We are a sneezy and burpy bunch tonight, but
it was
fine.
Some beautiful type of setups they had. It was a brain buster they did with AJ Styles and Cody Rhodes. But before he did the brain buster, they had like a flip on the rope that just came out nasty. I don't know if that was a spot that came out wrong or if that's the point of it. Even though it just looked nasty, I was like, God damn. And then after that, Cody grabbed him and did the brain buster on the table. I was like, oh shit, that should look painful.
Yeah, no, that's one of those spots you can kind of tell. All right, yeah, they worked on this and all that. Hey, what's up, Kimmy TV? Oh,
what's
damn,
up?
is that the Vash? It is that the Vash. Yeah.
Yeah, we're talking about Clash at the castle. In my head, I'm thinking of the Homelina effect right now because I'm like, I keep saying of the castle now. I'm like, God, at the castle. 224, so review coverage. So right now we're on the Cody Rhodes topic. So it's pretty exciting. I love this match of how bleedy it got, like the brainbuster. So Whawkins, how did you love that? You know, the whole relay that was going on there.
I liked it a lot. Again, like this was a brutal match. Again, as brutal as you can get in WWE. But again, we got blood, which hey, that's kind of what we wanted. It wasn't like the proverbial crimson mask that Corey Graves tried to say on commentary. But yeah, we got some blood. We got some battle damage and all that. I haven't heard a lot about the WWE in a hot minute. Awesome. Well, don't worry, Kimmy. Or, no, excuse me, that's a W. Kiwi.
Yeah.
Right, don't worry, Kiwi. We're going to help you maybe get you back into the WWE.
If you want to get back into it, we have the new show podcast. Yeah. We still do Anime Lily podcast. We're bringing back also Shona Ronan soon. But we started a new one called Weebs of the Ring that does encourage for the content of WWE, of Raw and SmackDown every time we're live. So definitely check it out. If you're interested, we appreciate it. I want to give a big shout out to the Figure 4 lock. That shit was amazing. It looked painful.
Mm-hmm. I think so. I want to move to like this handcuff moment.
Okay.
Because like so AJ brings out this bag and like everyone's like, oh crap, it's gonna be thumbtacks.
Yeah, the thumbtacks.
We're gonna get
That's what I thought
thumbtacks again. Yeah, like everyone's like, oh, we're gonna get thumbtacks again in WWE. Great, awesome.
He said,
and AJ's
nah,
like, no,
it's
nah,
better.
nah. This is better. It's just like, oh, is it Legos then? Because I've seen like Legos in a wrestling match, and I mean, I'm not gonna lie, that could be a little worse than thumbtacks, but that's just me
they're
being
painful. Anybody have stepped up
millennial.
is like the most painful the day you can't scream at.
Yeah, but no, it was a set of handcuffs, and it's like, okay, you got a set of handcuffs, all right, cool, neat. But like, as he was putting them on, it was like the set of handcuffs that like have the long chain on them. So immediately I'm like, wait, Cody's gonna be able to just get his legs like underneath him.
Same. Well, so
to get
I'm like,
free.
this seems like very obvious to get like an extra long handcuff. Like, why do we need the chain to be this
Yeah.
long? Like, this was on purpose
Yeah.
for a reason. Very on purpose.
Like, and I thought at first I thought, okay, well, if it's a long chain, then that means like AJ's gonna be tying him to something, like handcuffing him to something. But it's like, no, he just handcuffed him to himself. I'm like, it kind of started with the desired effect you wanted, wailing on him with that kendo stick. But
in the chair.
then and a chair, yeah. But like, then you started messing with Mama Rhodes, and then Cody got free and all that stuff. But I do want to talk about that chair shot.
I love the build-up. The build-up of what Cody Rhodes, when he's in the handcuffs and him showing, like, wait, I need to find the key. And he's, like, dragging himself to the corner to find the key. And he's, like, tells the eyes, like, I found the key. I found the key, guys. I found it. Okay, well, what do I do with it? All right, I'm gonna unlock it, but I'm gonna go to the corner and try to unlock it because I'm in hella pain to hold it. It's just, I love the story with it. It's just hilarious. Like, I'm watching it, and I'm watching my girl see it, and she's just fascinated by the art of the theatrics of it, and I'm just like seeing the entertainment aspect, like the extra type of showmanship that you're showing to the crowd. I'm getting it. Okay, I got one.
I'm getting it out. Yeah.
And then one is open. I'm gonna use this other piece to hit it on his head. Ha-pa! And then after I hit it on his head, I'm gonna unlock the other one. I'm like, you could have unlocked both and used both and thrown it. Like, you could have done it something else. But I just like the creativity, like the whole theatrics. It just makes it entertaining to watch.
Oh my gosh! And then I'm gonna take a potato chip and I'll eat it. It's like that kind of energy that you have with all this. Like, oh yeah, then I'm gonna do this. Then I'm gonna take these steel chairs and hit you with them because like,
yo, that reaction.
Oh
hold up, guys. I'm sorry. I had to jump. I didn't expect, like, yo, guys. I wish I was reacting to it because the way I literally looked down, just writing notes on my guys, chat. Here's the visual. I was watching on my TV, so I'm looking up, but then I'm looking down, writing notes on the Discord channel about what I'm reacting, like, just I cooked dots. Okay, cool. I literally looked down. The last thing I saw him was grab the steel steps, and then I looked down for a couple seconds. I look up. I see him grabbing the steel steps, about to throw it to AJ Styles. The next 2 seconds, he literally said, I quit. I'm like, wait a minute. How did he just say I quit in literally 4 or 5 seconds? Just because you see the steel steps about to be thrown at you. I'm like, he couldn't hold it. He's like, nah, I can't with this. Fuck this. I'm not going to fight with the steel steps being thrown at me. Fuck this. He just said, I'm good. I'm done. I'm good.
And then Cody goes full Homelander.
Right?
Cody goes full Homelander, just like, nah, eat these steel chairs, motherfucker.
Right, he said,
just
fuck
launches
this shit, bitch.
them.
You gonna come at my mom? I lock eyes with my mom, like, all right, cool. Yo, mom, I'm gonna do this, Mama Rhodes.
Dude, Mama Rhodes was like, freaking, what's his, like, shoot, what was his name? What's his name from The Gladiator? Who was just like, thumb in the middle, thumb down.
This
End
is
him, Cody.
Spartan.
Just like, are you not entertained, mother? No, murder.
Yo, I just love how he just threw at him. AJ just collapsed. I was like, yo, I didn't expect him to do it, and I love that because he's still the babyface, but he's the aggressive type of baby, and I love that. Like, we have missed that, where John Cena has had that a few moments, but it hasn't been this entertaining in so long to see in a babyface, and I'm loving it. Like, yes! I didn't expect you to throw the steel chair. I mean, I keep saying steel chair. Steel steps. But you fucking threw steel steps at AJ. Even after the match got ended, he said, I quit. I love it.
Yeah, exactly. See, again, this is something. It's like you have your intensity for your baby face, but they are going to do things that are still within character. So it's like Cody Rhodes was so mad at AJ, so pissed off at AJ that why stop there? Just have that declaration of like, truly and honestly, and pardon my French, ladies and gentlemen, just a big old fuck you energy towards AJ. Like, and trust me, you'll hear that F-bomb a lot during Clash at the Castle Scotland, because those Scots, they love just some flicking off, some like good old like twos and all that, you know, they love that shit.
You know, chat, and to add to this as well, is that I love this energy because like this felt like an energy of Cody Rhodes looked up to AJ. He fought his father back 20 years ago, so he knows what he has gone through going to Indy. So Cody looks up to AJ as a good mentor, as somebody in the business that you can learn a lot from. You never got one-on-one in the ring. You finally got it on TV time. And to finally get that, he felt like, damn, bitch, you lied to me. You said you're going to retire and then going to backstab me? You know what? These two steps deserve. This shit got your name on it, bro. I'm going to throw this shit. Like, I just saw the most scumbag. You should just throw steps.
Cody's been playing a lot of 2K24, so he learned about the circle button.
Yeah.
When you have a steel chair, just
throw that shit.
See, you keep mentioning the steel chair. Don't forget, he did throw a steel chair.
Yeah, he did.
That put AJ through a table. Like, that spot was really cool.
That spot was good. I didn't expect that, like, to actually throw the steel chair and actually collapse in it. It reminded me when Cody Rhodes fought the Big Show back a good 10 years ago.
Oh, yeah.
That's what it reminded me of, because instead of AJ having his foot there, he fell there. So that's why with the Big Show, I love how it plays a lot of correlation for it.
But man, this was just a fun, brutal match, and like you said, AJ said I quit. He's kind of a little baby. Because it's just like, because that's the thing. It's like, okay, I get it. You don't want to be hit by steel stairs. I get that. I wouldn't want to be hit by steel stairs. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I wouldn't want to either. But it's like you kind of built this up to be like, I am never gonna quit. You're gonna have to like rip my throat out. And then I think you had messaged me too, because wasn't it your girl was just like, what? Why is he pitching out? Why is he pitching out the steel steps?
Yo,
it's just like,
okay.
It's like on one hand I get it, but on the other hand it's just like, you know, Cody, you could have tried to choke him out with the belt.
Yeah,
you know?
It's hilarious how I was watching it. My brain was still processing what I didn't expect to see. My girl just said what she said. In the PG version, guys, she said, why did he wuss out for it? Like, why did he just say it? Like, in no hesitation. And I was like, A, I get what you're saying, but B, these are still steps being thrown at you.
Yeah.
When you're already, it's kind of handcuffed to the rope. Like, you can either duck, but you gonna still get hit. You can slide a leg or an arm, you're still gonna get hit. So it's like, what you got? You got no escape to go for.
I also like to, like, during the match, like, because AJ did make Cody pass out for a bit. And even commentaries putting it over, just like, yo, if this was a normal match, oh man, Cody Rhodes would be done. Yeah, AJ would have whooped his ass. He would have been the new WWE champion, but nah.
I love what the ref said, like, bro, the match says what it is. He gotta say I quit.
Yeah.
Even he passed
like,
us, he gotta wake up. So I'm like,
yeah.
Oh shit, the ref got a point though. So I'm like, this technically is a DQ, so like he can technically win. So I'm like, and I love how I wish Cody Rhodes stayed on the floor a bit more until until AJ brought the water, like to wet him, like, yo, bro, wake up, and then like to make him seem more like, okay, now he's getting up. it would have been more reasonable. But while he walked away, he was getting off. So I was like, you got up too early.
Yeah.
Stay back down, bitch. Fall asleep, fall asleep, fall asleep.
I would have put the handcuffs back on him and like hung him on like the turnbuckle or whatever, and then started just wailing on him. But you know that's me. And
in a professional way, guys,
but...
the match was really well executed, well produced, well choreographed. It really built the elevation of what Cody Rhodes said yesterday at the kickoff show, that this is him being the best fighting champion. He's not trying to be the best storyteller. He's not what Roman Reigns had to be during the time. He had to be a storyteller and a wrestler during the time, during the pandemic, and then what came after. Cody Rhodes now has an opportunity to show in a TV time where there's audience that how to be a fighting champion, what Roman couldn't do because of his health and everything else, you know, behind the story and character of Joe/Roman. So Cody could do what he couldn't, so that makes him stand out and become the fighting champion we want him to be. Did he prove in this match? Yes, he fucking did. Times 10, times 20, he bled. Could he have bled more? Yes, but there is many more matches he could do like this in this level. AJ Styles was a great opponent for his third match. Round 2 was well executed on the TV time. Round 3 for the matches, it was well done. I am entertained. It was well executed for the story as well of AJ and Cody. Really curious to see what AJ do after this. Will he be gone for the next couple weeks, or will he come back and go in the back of the line, or will he try to go for the Money in the Bank qualifying match? This would be interesting because from what I recall, he has never won it. I'm not sure if he has been on it before, so this would be interesting. That what is his next step? But that is my full overall thoughts about the match, because other than that, I want to add before you give your overall in the professional side, because we give a lot of comments in the funny side, so I want to give it like, hey, quick review side. The 3 crossroads. I love how Cody reacted to the 3 crossroads, of how he didn't choose to give them. The audience kept asking for it, and he heard the audience. I love how the body language he gave is like, wait a minute, okay, you guys want another one? Word? Okay, cool, let's go. Right, the second one. Yeah. Oh, you want a third one? Let's go for it. All right, cool, he did it. So I love how he went for the audience. What did you think about the crossroads?
Yeah, I mean, I like how he set up, you know, the 3 of them, the 1, the 2, and then the third one being on the steel chair and all that. So that was kind of cool. And like, again, like I said at the beginning of when we were talking about this match, very brutal. I liked it a lot. I loved the spots that we had. I liked, and I think one thing too, like this during the closing moments of this match, like when AJ was handcuffed to the ropes and Cody's just wailing on him with the chairs, and at one point, like, the ref is asking AJ, he's like, screw you, Cody Rhodes!
Right? Yo!
Like, I just like, oh, alright, there you go, AJ. Bet. Let's get into this. Awesome.
Yo, I have another one. When the ref asked Cody, he said, absolutely not. AJ Mumble said, you motherfucker. I love this little small mumbling of like, you read the lips that AJ said, you motherfucker. It was perfectly well said. It was just perfect. It was just perfect. And then, like, the reaction of the refs of saying, like, okay, what's your one-liner? Go. I was waiting for them to say, fuck you, because remember the match?
Same here. I was waiting. I was like, oh, come on. Somebody drop an F-bomb. Just be like, fuck you.
Because if anybody don't know, AEW had a I Quit match as well recently with Edge, or technically Adam Copeland versus Christian Cage.
Oh, yeah.
So that was also a great match, and I think it was Christian Cage, the one that said, fuck you to Adam Copeland, and it was well said, executed. So I was hoping for this one to get one as well, but then it happened. I'm like, oh, I hope it happens another one.
Yeah. And I mean, to kind of answer a question you had earlier too, AJ, I know he's been in at least one Money in the Bank ladder match.
Okay. So maybe he might be another one.
Yeah, it was like back in like 2016, 2017 time. So yeah, he was at least in one that I know of. So, but yeah, who knows what AJ's future holds? But we do know where Cody's future is headed, because as he's going up the ramp and posing up at the ramp, he has a nice little buddy just standing right next to him, all
Oh my god.
nonchalant, almost like a statue. Freaking Solo Sikoa's up there. And God, the moment he's up there, he's just like, yeah, look at me. I got aura. And I'm like, no, you don't. No, you don't. You have like 20% aura. Like, you think you're something like, no, come on, man. Come on, man. And then, of course, oh, here comes Tweedledum and Tweedledee here to beat up Cody Rhodes. But he had some backup, didn't he? Didn't he, Vash? He had some great backup in RKO.
Yo, I was so happy when they appeared because, Chad, last night when I gave this theory, I was 2 against 1. I was like, nah, that ain't gonna happen. It's too soon. I was like, nah.
I was like,
It fits perfect for it. It makes sense. And I believe in myself. The biggest smile on my face when I saw them on screen. Like, I'm gonna glow about this today. I'm like, I had a theory correct on this one for this week. Vash got one.
Look, it's at least leading to Randy Orton going after Cody, because he was staring at that title. He was just like, oh, yo, what up, girl? Like, that's how he was with that title. It's like, yo, can I have your number? Can I have your number, WWE title?
Yo,
like,
when Randy came and KO to help him out, I was like, yes. I'm like, wait a minute. Drop also said last night that if this does come to pass, it can lead from Randy to Cody. And I was like, damn, why are you looking at his title? Because Randy was like, yeah, bro, good job. You did a good job. Let's stay at the crowd. But then we look back, he's like, but how you doing, baby girl? It's been a while.
Yo, what up?
I haven't held you in a long time. I was like, no.
Is that new makeup you're wearing, girl? Like, what is that color?
Yeah, got a new name.
What's that perfume you're wearing? Yeah, like
I got rebranded. You know, you became a 1,000 look. I haven't seen you getting a whole redress since 5 years ago. It's been a while. I was like, damn, Randy, but I'm happy the Bloodline finally got involved. You know, joking aside about a thought of mine being right is more for the story. I'm really curious to see what this now leads up to for Sunday, because now we have to see some type of conversation between Paul Heyman and Solo now involving why did you do this to Cody? Was this your plan all along? And I'm curious to see Solo like, yes, it was. It was about time for us to execute our next part or next mission or our next objective or something like that. Like, we need to have some type of conversation between those lines to add value towards you being a tribal chief, because we need to have what Roman has shown us as a tribal chief. He has shown us that he has plans and he has action. But Solo, right now, you should be showing us action, but with no plans being told on screen. And Paul Heyman hasn't been speaking for you like he has spoken for Roman. So right now, you're a big question mark in a dot of an archery point. Right now, we don't know where you're heading. And right now, you just you gave us your action to said vague plan. But now, like, where you going with it? Because right now, 3 of the most baby faces just threw you out like it's nothing. So now, what are you going to do next that now your champion knows you're on his radar? Whawkins, what do you think about this?
Well, like, that's the thing. It's like Solo walks out there after winning his first match all year and just like, oh, yeah, I can take on the WWE champion. I can get a title shot, right? I won 1 match, right? It's like, Solo, stop it. Like, literally, Solo has turned into Scrappy Doo. That's what he is right now. Solo Sikoa is Scrappy Doo right now.
Which Scrappy
Doo? He thinks he's top shit.
Are you talking about the one from the live action, or where he turns into like some type of mutation?
He hasn't gotten that deep yet. He's like cartoon Scrappy Doo, which is like, okay, I can watch you, I can tolerate you, but you're a little annoying little shit. Like, damn,
imagine.
I mean, he's not annoying though. But,
damn, Solo, you have no hockey.
We're gonna be.
If you've been compared to fucking Solo, to Scrappy Doo.
Look, we're gonna be memeing here for a bit. Don't worry, we're gonna meme a bit. So,
Oh, we definitely are.
oh
So
man,
it was funny, guys. Last comment about this. Why the hell did Tamatanga and Tamaloa have to come out like they were trying to be the hunters to the prey? Like they was like
they were
out, like out in the wild, like they're hunting. Like, oh, we're coming to get you. You're not gonna see us. Ah, like, bitch.
they had
What?
they had to become predators. You know, they had to hunt. They had to, because that's the thing. Randy Orton, he's the Viper. He's the apex predator and all that stuff. It's just like, all right, we have to get into predator mode for this. We have to, press crouch and get our hearing thing going on in this video game, because we're gonna sneak up on him. We're gonna sneak up on this clicker and just like, yeah, just stab him. It's like, all right, cool. You guys are cool. You guys are awesome. But yeah, so at least the Bloodline's doing a little bit more, And,
well, we did ask last night, like, hey,
Indie.
we need some like additional type of seasoning or flavor. We did ask
Yeah.
it last night,
So,
so it happened.
We got it.
Even if we didn't want or expected it, we got it. Now is what can we
Yeah.
expect out of this? What leads up to Sunday? Because now with Monday and Friday shows, they're kind of like a standalone. Like what happens in the PLE bleeds over to their show only. It doesn't bleed over from Monday to Friday. It bleeds over to Friday show only. So really curious to see what leads up to any work on Friday and what's gonna be leading up to now Money in the Bank.
Yeah.
Is Jay and Jimmy
Yeah,
involved
exactly.
now? Is any other Roman, Jacob Fatu? Now it's gonna be curious to see what's gonna lead up to the next couple weeks now.
Yep. Yeah, because we only have like 3 weeks until Money in the Bank, so yeah, that's gonna be a thing. So yeah, I mean, overall, again, that's basically your world title picture right now on SmackDown, which is kind of cool, kind of good. Glad we're getting a move on with some things. So let's move on to our next title match. We have the women's tag team titles being on the line. We have Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill defending against Alba Fyre and Isla Dawn and Shayna Baszler and Zoey Stark. This was a good match. Like, I'm gonna get my serious professional take out of the way first. I thought this was a good match. Despite a couple sloppy moments, especially one from Jade in during that hot tag spot, which again, like things happen, botches happen.
Don't worry.
Especially when there are like a bunch of
We will
sweaty
get
men
into
and a
it.
bunch of sweaty women. Yeah, and like when there's a bunch of sweaty people just hitting your ropes and using your ropes and all that, things are gonna tend to get a little slippery. So you know what? A few slips here and there, it's fine. Don't worry about it. There's no need to get up in arms and be like, "Oh, go back to the performance center." Oh, this is why she was out for so many months training. Oh, well, yeah. It's like, come on, guys. Things happen. Not everybody's perfect, but I thought this was a good match though. Like, the main story just being like, oh, the other two teams are gonna take out Bianca and Jade because they're the most powerful in that ring. Like, they're the ones with the most hockey. But honestly, the most shocking part is just the fact that Alba Fyre and Isla Dawn won. Like, and in such a great like way of how do I word this? They had great ring awareness where it's just like, okay, the other team hit their finisher on somebody. Great. Let's hit a move on the one person. Let's hold down the other person, take the pinfall. Boom, we win. So I thought that was great, like ring awareness and great strategy from the witches. But yeah, let me hear from you, Vash, before we kind of just maybe talk more into this. I don't know. I don't know if there's more deeper than that, really. I don't know.
Look, like Whawkins said, I'm gonna give the professional side as well first. This match really, what Corey Graves said, I believe, this is giving the women tag team division a shine, showing the teamwork between Zoey Stark and Shayna Baszler for the first time. I feel like they have the best tag team match in a long time. This one was well executed, balanced for both of them. This was well balanced for Jade Cargill and plus Bianca. Even with the botch happened during this match, not just once or twice, but a few things that they could have done a lot better. Overall, I feel like this was a great triple threat. They have planned this
Mhm.
and work around this Chicago very, very well, because I feel like they really this match went longer than I expected. That's one. I thought this match was gonna
Yeah.
end a lot sooner, so it really shocked me in the best way possible that this match went much longer than it could have. Two, this match, even with its flaws, I'm happy with the winners. Now,
Mhm.
the winners, what are we gonna do with them? Since those tag bouts are a bouts that goes between brands of Raw, SmackDown, and NXT as well, how are we gonna book them? As long as they are meaningful, I want this win for our Scottish people of Alba, Fyre, and Isla Dawn, because I'm happy for them. They got the pop they
Mhm.
deserve because they're in their home country. They was having 11,000 plus people behind them in the whole home country of Scotland going for them. Congrats for you guys. But
Yeah.
Triple H, let's see how the booking. You have improved in your booking for the IC title, the other storylines, and like Chad Cable said it in the gorilla position, saying that Triple H has told his superstar, his wrestlers, that he's focusing on TV time for everyone to have their shine and have their moment in wrestling. And I love that he's telling their superstars that are re-signing and everything, hey, I have these visions for you. Just believe in me. Take my
Mhm.
time. And he's not lying to them. He's not like the old
Yeah.
regime who will lie and switch things last minute. So I love how Triple H is on his words. So hopefully that with these Scottish words, they bring the talent to it, and it shows because these are an actual team. And hopefully Jade and Bianca don't lose their momentum as tag team. I want them to still continue. And like Chelsea Green and Piper Niven, if they want to go for the singles title again as well, balance that. I want them to balance that where tag
Mhm.
teams could also go for their single runs even if they're still teams. That's my professional side.
Yeah.
Overall,
Now, I oh
it's
yeah, go
solid.
ahead.
Overall, I was
Yeah, I
entertained.
mean that. Yeah, that's the thing. It was a solid match and all that. Like the only thing I want to add to, like, I I feel for Alba Fire because she has had a rough month apparently because her mom got into a car accident and unfortunately sounds like she lost her life from that. So for her to, because apparently that's why they hadn't been booked in a while. Like there was like health things going on with all that, but so condolences to her as well, but like this was a big moment I think for her, at least in her career right now, because like she got to do this in front of her home country, and that's something really big right there. um but you're exactly right with like the whole booking thing, and I'm glad you mentioned that podcast too with Chad Gable,
I appreciate it.
because
I gotta do my homework
yeah,
for
well,
our show.
exactly. Yeah, because that's the thing. Like, first of all, he's re-signed with the company, so there's a plus right
Yes,
there.
as a huge plus because
And
we guys are gonna talk about him in our next segment. So don't worry, we're coming up next with him.
yeah, oh yeah, exactly. But like, I also like too how he mentioned how Triple H. We got just a little glimpse into how Triple H is booking, and it's kind of something that I've kind of started thinking about like in the past like couple months here. It's like everybody has their spot on the weekly programming. It's like, okay, you have the spots for pushing the main stories going to the PLEs. You have your weekly stories that are going through. Like, I'll take last night for example, because it's like, okay, we have our stuff with like Santos Escobar and Apollo Cruz going on. That's like our weekly story that's going through SmackDown every single week, and with like their feud isn't gonna end on a PLE. It's gonna end on a SmackDown, which is totally fine. Like that's great. That's where they are on the card at this moment. And I think the way Triple H is booking it, it's like, okay, you guys have your spots on the card and on the show. I'll leave my Triple H impression beyond that, but it's like he keeps those people in the spot for a set amount of time, and once they get to a certain level, it's like, all right, you've reached that level, you've gotten to like, you filled up enough of that cup. Now let me give you this bigger cup to kind of start filling up again. And like that's the next level that they're at. Like I'll take Chad Gable as the best example of all this, because like, and again, I know we're talking about the women's tag division, but Chad Gable right now is on the mind, and he's the best example for this. But it all ties together. Don't worry, people. It's all good. It's all fine. But like, look at where he was before the run he's on now. Like, he was doing a lot of comedy stuff, and then he started going after Gunther a little bit, and like all of his matches with Gunther, or at least the majority of them, were all on free TV. They were on Raw. So it's like, okay, Chad Gable has his stuff on the weekly program, and that's where he is. That's where he shines. And eventually got to the point where it's like, okay, he needs to be bumped up another level. He's still in the IC title picture, but now his matches are taking place on PLEs now. Now he's facing like Bronson Reed and Sami Zayn on a PLE across seas. Now he's like a main feature in a Scotland show for a title. Like that's what I'm getting at, and I think that's where Triple H's booking really shines, and hopefully that starts shining here, tying this back all in with the women's tag division. I hope this continues to shine for these two, because like, as great of a moment as this is, I don't want it to turn into what the R-Truth and Miz thing is right now, where it's just like they still have the belts and they're not really doing much with anything.
Like they're having a lot of story, but not a lot of matches, and the matches are kind of like with not jobbers, but people that we will want them to succeed, like AOP, but then they're not getting the right opportunity to succeed. They're like, okay, we want more of you guys, but how much more if you're not gonna give them the right type of booking? So again, Triple H is learning. He's getting misses and everything, but right now with this tag team title of the women division, congrats for Alba, Fyre, and Isla Dawn. Glad your health or life is getting back in order for you to get this W. And I love how, like Whawkins said earlier, the ring awareness, and Corey Graves also bringing him up during the commentary. Like, they came in, took the easy win, but it's because they knew how to execute it. They knew how to came in and hold Bianca Belair to not stop. With Shayna Blazers was the one that's getting pinned, right?
Yeah, she got pinned.
Yeah.
Which,
so
fun fact with that, I don't know if you saw this on Twitter or not.
I saw your tweet that you retweeted. I just didn't see the spoiler of it because I was trying to avoid it. But I saw something about like some UK thing or something like that.
Yes, well, no. So apparently, remember when NXT had their women's tag titles?
Yes.
Well, Alba Fyre and Isla Dawn held those, and at the time, I think it was like Shayna Baszler, and I want to say it was Zoey Stark, but don't quote me on that. Either way, it apparently was Shayna Baszler who. Oh no, it was Shayna and Ronda. That's what it was. But Shayna Baszler was the one that ended up winning that match by making Isla Dawn tap out.
Yes, I remember when they had the NXT title and they had their match to merge it together.
Yeah, and then you have here tonight where Isla Dawn was the one who pinned Shayna Baszler. So kind of rewriting that wrong, if you will, of them when they lost their titles, and now they basically got them back here. And yeah, I hope they go on a really, really good run. Hopefully they have really good matches and actually like go to Raw and NXT and SmackDown. Like, hopefully they actually go around defending them and having good stories, which I feel like a team like Alba Fyre and Isla Dawn would do well with doing a good story in NXT with these titles for a bit.
And also continue if we're gonna continue to have Shayna Baszler and Zoey Stark in this, I think continue where we had them in this match. Triple H, continue book them where we had them in discography, the balance of the strength, showing the Z to the S that they were doing in their type of entrance, showing their type of dynamic, showing their tags, like going back and forth. There was actually showing like a team type of dynamic. I love that too.
So, but yeah, again, new tag champions for the women. Awesome, great. Can't wait to see the booking. Hopefully the booking is there when we had it. But like we've said his name enough times.
Wait.
I think
I was gonna ask one last thing.
More. No. But yes, what she got?
Were you truly bothered by the botch that Jade Cargill did? Because when I saw it, I'm like,
No.
I was more sad like, oh, you slipped. That's
Yeah.
it. And I'm like, all right, you pick
Yeah.
yourself up. You got the power bomb. You did the move you did, and that's it. Like, you're back to new. But I know she is beating herself up, and the audience, I mean, and the internet is probably making it seem more big than it is. Like you told me of what the people are saying online already. When I saw that, I was like, damn, she slipped. Probably because Bianca grabbed the rope, so it didn't get a good grip on her feet. Girl didn't jump too high, or probably she wouldn't want to. All right, cool, it happens. There's been a lot of botches like that over the years. Bobby Lashley, Big Show, anybody else, the ring fell apart, stuff like that. So to me, when this happened, it's not the end of the world.
Yeah, no, I mean, again, it was a botch. Botches are funny, but it's not like anything to be like, oh, go back to training, you pleb. It's like, no. I mean, it's funny because, haha, falling, lol, But, yeah, just chill out, people. Chill out. It's just a botch. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine. It didn't ruin the match. It's one thing if it would ruin the match, but it didn't.
Oh, it definitely did not.
But,
like, if she fell and Baxton, like, twisted her ankle, then sure.
Mm-hmm.
But hey, somebody almost broke an ankle. Right, Whawkins?
Yeah, no, somebody broke an ankle, and again, we've been saying his name way too many times, and I'm not talking about Joe Hendry, because he did not appear tonight, so damn it on that. No, we have the IC title match. We have Sami Zayn defending his title against Chad Gable. The story, of course, being, hey, Otis, are you going to help Chad Gable? Are you going to defect from the Alpha Academy? Are going to say, hey, fuck off, Chad Gable, I don't need you anymore, Baka? Nah, we had some of that, but we had a lot more with this match. Of course, with our live and loud, it was probably at the most it was tonight until Drew came out at like a 106, and if you don't know what the live and loud thing is, it's the little circle decibel thing that's like measuring how loud the crowd is, and doubt they're going to use that in America, because
it will make us look bad. Let's just be honest. It will make us look bad.
Yeah, very bad.
We don't know what.
But as always, the crowd is loving Sami Zayn. And
oh my god, just the way they sing his song. It's like, whoa.
I know.
Whoa,
Oh, it's so great.
Like, oh my god, it's so adorable. I love it. Like, I just love the energy for like,
Like, because that's the thing. Like, Sami is a man of the people.
He is.
And like, that's why, like, when he was a heel and all that, I'm like, okay. Yeah, like, you're doing great work. It's great. It's awesome. But man, he's so much more of a babyface. He's so much more of like a person for the people, And that's just where Sami Zayn thrives. But I love here with Michael Cole on commentary how he's trying to be a psychiatrist. He's just like, Maxine and Otis are suffering from Stockholm syndrome. Dun dun dun. It's like, Cole.
Yeah.
Chill out.
And Cargill,
there's not a cow here. Yeah.
Sir Michael, why you not like? What are you talking about? Why you be a psychiatrist around here about these today? Yeah, because they're trying to be following the leader of Chad Gable. He is delusional because of this belt that he's obsessed with. I'm like,
yeah.
So you're talking about my precious? Because that's what Chad Gable's acting like. Because he sees his belt, and he's like, precious. He sees it, and he just loses his mind.
Yeah.
I love the acting in this. Like, I felt like this was like a telenovela. Like, this whole segment of this fight, I felt like it was a telenovela. The way with Maxine, the way she got thrown off to the ground.
Her in the boot, man.
The boot.
Dude, her in the boot
you're
still.
So extra. Like, hey, the outfit you're wearing, you're gorgeous, Maxine. I love the outfit. You look amazing. But I think this was the wrong choice of the ankle bracelet. This was the wrong choice. I'm like, woman, what
are
you
doing?
talking
about? It was great. It was awesome. And then she had the hat too.
Oh my god,
like
that was adorable.
Oh my god, I loved it. Oh my gosh. And you know what? Commentary really had me roll in this match. Because, like, there's a part here. First of all, they had Wade Barrett, the British guy,
yes.
or wherever he's from. Not Scotland. We'll just say not Scotland for right now.
He's from the UK, is where they've been saying.
But they have him being the quote unquote Scottish translator, because like
Right?
you have Michael Cole and Corey the whole night they were just like, Wade, what is this crowd saying? And like at sometimes he's just like, oh, I can't really say it on television because we would get cancelled or whatever. Or like there was one time he was like, we'll have to pay royalties to sing what they're actually trying to sing. It's like, dude, yes, you're playing on it. I love it.
That, but also the one in the previous match of the women's tag match, I remember, he was like, I will get a spell by the witches. I'm like, wait, what? Like, you're choosing to get a spell by the Dawn, about Fyre, about Dawn? Like, you're choosing to get a spell by the, like, bro, you're saying this on a live recording. Just know people are going to be hearing this forever.
Dude, Wade Barrett was a trip tonight, but honestly, I'm gonna say it now. I think my favorite bit, I have two of my favorite bits. First of all, it was during this match with Cole where like he gets fed up with it. He's just like, you know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. Chad Gable is an ass. He's an ass. I'll say it. He's an ass. It's just like, wow, Cole. That's it, like he's saying it like it's the worst thing he could call somebody. It's like
he's like,
I could think of like at least 5 other things.
Like he's an ass, not an asshole. He's just an ass. Capital A S
like,
S ass. And I'm like, Michael, why you gotta say it like 3 times back to back? Like we get it. Cool, he's an ass.
Oh, it was so great. But like I think the other bit though I want to mention really quick is it was near the end of the night where like they're looking at the press conference part and Michael Cole's just like, yeah, Wade, you know, feel bad that you have to do the press conference, and then they show the graphic and it has Corey Graves on there, and Corey's just like, wait, I'm doing it? I thought I had the night off after this. And they're just like, oh, well,
I appreciate you covering for me again for last night. Like, I didn't get home until 3 in the morning. Like, wait, what? Are they talking about their about schedule live on air during the match, saying that, hey, I'm pretty sure you're calling out sick because I had to cover for you? Wait, what?
I love how Cole's just like, all right, well, I guess we're going to the pub then.
Right?
Fuck you then, Corey. Have fun.
Yeah, we're going to go out drinking, chill after work, and you're going to go continue working. Appreciate you taking care of us. I'm your boss, too.
That tickled Michael Cole so much. He's just like,
man,
I don't have to do the bitch work.
Man, he's having a blast. Like, since he don't have a certain white person on his ear the whole damn time, an old man screaming at his ear, I'm glad he's just having the best time of his life. I bet you Triple H be like, yo, have fun, just enjoy your night. Hey, just hit this. Just hit this. The rest of the night, just do whatever you want with your team. But go be like, okay, I need to promote this. I need to talk about this. I need to do this. Okay, cool. I need to talk about this spot. Anything else? No, that's it. All right, cool. Literally, he's having the most fun, and I love that because even, Chad, I love how this match was having Chad Gable looking scared of Otis once he hit Maxine by accident. He looks at Otis like, no.
He's like,
brother, I'm sorry. Calm down. Big teddy bear, my best friend, calm down. And I'm like, bro,
Otis is a man of the ladies.
Like, how you about to calm down, Otis? And he's looking at you. He's like about to destroy you. And I love that. And also a big shout out to Sami and Chad Gable. But this was a beautiful wrestling match. And I love how each match has its own unique story and its own unique wrestling style. Like with this one, with Cody Rhodes and AJ Styles was an I Quit match. It was ruthless, tables, ladders, and chairs. With sorry, no ladders. It was just a lot of jumping.
Close enough. We had steps.
Yeah, steps. That's steps.
Yeah.
But we had for the tag of the women's tag belts, we had a lot of other wrestling style in tag team in the division. With this one of Chad versus Sami, we had a wrestling style with a lot of counters, a lot of going back and forth. I love the one where Sami and Chad went a counter on each other to do the German suplex. I think they was trying to do it like 5 times, counter, and the crowd was loving it. I was loving it, just seeing that It was beautiful. It was a beautiful coordination. I really want to give a shout out to the wrestling aspect because Chad really gives the amateur wrestling on screen glued to your eyes. It's like you're watching two people just going back to back, and I'm excited to now see the Creed brothers maybe approach him this Monday, and we see that faction because the Creed brothers are in the amateur wrestling style as well. So imagine those three in a faction. Ooh, is the recipe for beautiful disaster.
Yeah, and like, and that's the thing. That's the whole thing with this match and how Sami Zayn and Chad Gable have been mainly throughout this whole feud. It's all just like a technical standpoint. It's like you're gonna get your reversals, you're gonna get your counters, you're gonna get your near falls, you're gonna get. We also get all the melodrama because of freaking Otis and Maxine being out there. Like, because that's the thing. Chad tries his hardest. He tries his damnedest to get Maxine and Otis to cheat for him, to give him an upper hand in this fight. But like, Maxine can't do it because she's too much of a good girl.
Yeah, she tried to do it with the IC title and she couldn't do it.
Mm-hmm.
She was like, "Nope,
yeah,
I can't."
She just couldn't. Like, she even like went back too. I was just like, oh, is she actually gonna do it? Okay. And then like she stopped and like, okay, all right, good, all right, Maxine. You're still a good noodle. That's great. That's awesome. And like Otis was going to, I think, but like again, he does that whole thing where it's just like, oh, should I do it or should I not do it? Like almost like he's talking to like an angel and devil on his shoulders, like you see in cartoons.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, Otis, make up your mind. Hurry up and do that. And yeah, that's when we get all this other stuff where it's like, you know, Otis tries to attack Sami, but like he's checking up on Maxine, who's down, and then she goes down again because of Chad Gable and all this stuff. Like there was just a lot of the melodrama, but I'm glad Otis stuck to his guns because again, he's a good boy. He is going to protect people, and especially the ladies, because I mean he's a ladies' man. Let's be honest. He knows how to jiggle, you know.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Even have like I don't even gotta respond to that. I'm gonna just say yes. We are with Jiggle Otis, so we definitely support that. And he's the latest man. He knows what he's doing, and I can't wait to see what happens Monday. Does we have another meet and talk of the Alpha Academy in the ring, or is he gonna disband and have the Creed brothers being involved and Ivy now attack Maxine? Would that be the case? So I'm really curious about that because the match ended, guys. Sami Zayn won, and we didn't mention that obviously. Chad Gable lost, and he looks in distraught of seeing Sami Zayn walking away with the IC title without Otis and Maxine on the ringside with him. So he's in distraught, like, damn, I'm all by myself. Wait a minute, no I ain't. On Monday, I got my two new people with a new woman that will be winning that world title from Liv, or if we're gonna get a mid-card title as well.
Yep. So we'll wait and see with all that. But like, I did almost think that Sami was gonna kick Maxine by accident because she was like up on the apron. Chad was talking to her and all that in the corner. Like I was this close thinking, oh my god, they're not gonna have Sami accidentally hit her, are they? And like he stopped. Luckily, I'm like, okay.
I thought they were.
Ooh. Yeah. But man, I am glad with that. But I like too how like we can tie this in with Chad still getting distracted by like what's going on because like he was yelling at Otis the whole time.
Yep.
And he got his mind off the ball. A lot like how Drew McIntyre's been going on the past couple of months. It's just like you get your eye off the ball and you pay the price for it. One hell of a kick later and you're done. You're donezo. Get on your plane and go home back to America. Maybe you'll do better there. But I'm looking forward to where we're going here because like even with Chad getting, you know, teaming up with the Creeds and all that, where is he gonna go from here? Like, is he gonna still go after Sami? Is he gonna go through like a rebuilding period where like he feuds with Otis and Tozawa? Like, there's all those avenues. There's also the avenues of where Sami Zayn's gonna go from here because I still think we're leaning towards Braun Breaker destroying him, maybe at SummerSlam. I don't know.
Well,
We'll
yeah,
have to
we
wait and
did
see
see
with that.
him. We did see Sammy, Braun Breaker watching Sammy in a belt. I mean,
Hmm.
we remember seeing Braun Breaker watching Sammy fighting somebody in a TV, and Braun Breaker was like, "I will destroy him quickly."
Yeah,
So that
yeah.
could
It was
happen
like we
very
had,
soon.
yeah, because we had that, and also commentary mentioned him as well because of the whole like Gunther thing. Because they're like, all right, there's only been 3 men to ever beat Gunther since he's been in the WWE. It's been Ilya Dragunov, Braun Breaker, and Sami Zayn. So it's like, okay, they're naming that stat for a reason. Like they're putting that in there for us to remember that and for us to be like, okay, we're gonna be expecting Braun Breaker versus Sami Zayn, which with Sami Zayn selling and Braun Breaker's intensity, oh, you
Oh,
want to talk about melodrama?
that is going to be beautiful in the most disastrous way.
Yeah, but I think we could talk about something that's just as beautiful, if not more beautiful. These women's WWE title match between Bayley and Piper Niven. I thought this was really good. Like Piper Niven finally getting a chance to show out, show what she's got, and like especially in front of her home crowd too, which she got a bigger pop than the Witches, I will say that. But like I don't know, this whole weekend, and I made a tweet about this a couple days ago too. It's just like this whole weekend, this whole week, this whole build with Piper Niven and Bayley, it's been doing its job. It's making me care more for Piper Niven, and after tonight, I am more on board, and I need WWE to just introduce us and give us that mid card women's title because I think somebody like Piper Niven can do wonders with a title like that.
I agree 100%. Piper Niven show her strength. She show her power. I love something
Hmm.
that our guy Corey Graves said that Bayley has been with other strong women in the division, and then Wade Barrett said not like Piper Niven. She's in a different category. I love that Wade Barrett said that.
Hmm.
Apologize if it was the wrong person, but I love it that they said that because it shows that Piper Niven is a class of her own, even
Yeah.
by paper, not by the fans, but by paper to show that she knows how to be athletic, she knows how to be quick and strong, and on her feet to even go 1-on-1 against Bayley, in her own, even in her home country. Congrats to her that
Hmm.
because to hold it together, you was emotional, you was crying, you was ready to let your tears out
Oh
and
yeah.
know what was going on. I love that for Piper Niven. Congrats to you to feel this. You deserve this. The crowd said it, and um, there was a clip posted later by the witches that was supporting Piper Niven
Hmm.
in the staircase. Like, hey, we did our thing. Even if you lost and we won, we put it out there. Even for Drew as well, we gonna talk about him. He is our main event. So just to know that Piper Niven succeeded to hopefully not just win you and me Whawkins, but hopefully win other fans that are new and other people that has been watching WWE and was not on the radar
Hmm.
of Piper Niven. Now they are, I hope, because she is a good beast to have on the division. And for the women's right now, if you're gonna have your main superstars right now like Becky, Rhea, and other characters not be on screen, Piper Niven will be a great addition to your cast of actual wrestling and storytelling.
Yeah. And I mean, again, she proved that tonight. Like, she played her role well, being the powerhouse, being somebody for Bayley that, because that's the thing. Like, Bayley tried to hit her finisher multiple times in the match, but she just couldn't get it. Like, it took something that Bayley doesn't really pull out too often, and something you don't see too often as well. Like, I don't know what it's exactly called. It's like I call it in our notes like a crucifix slam kind of thing, because like she tried to do some move to Piper. Piper grabbed her, and like Bayley was able to like slam her down and get her in the crucifix pin and all that for the win. But like the fact that it took that for Bayley to win, and like Bayley did give Piper her flowers at the end.
Yeah,
like,
she did.
She gave the good old nod and all that. Like, yeah, you did well, kid. No, like again, Piper played her role very well, and like the physicality was there, like especially from Bayley too. Like she was pulling out some stops with like some middle rope action. But we gotta mention the elephant in the room. Chelsea Green.
You mean two of Chelsea Green? Because if I remember correctly,
right.
I think Chelsea Green learned a jutsu from Naruto called Shadow Clone, because there was like a Chelsea Green that came almost exactly the same outfit, same wardrobe and everything. Just somehow came up with a purple mask. So it seemed like Chelsea Green has a twin that I was I was unaware of.
Yeah, she either has a twin, she either learned the Shadow Clone Jutsu. I really don't know. I don't know. The person was wearing a mask. I mean, yeah, they were wearing the same outfit as Chelsea Green, which, again, we're going to keep this PG, so yeah, whatever. Cool, neat. But, like, she was wearing a mask. I couldn't tell who it was.
Yeah.
It was just some other, like,
It was a
escort
beautiful
lady
young
just
lady
going
that
out
just
there.
came here to support her friend Piper Niven that looks exactly like Chelsea Green, but it could have not been Chelsea Green because she got told to leave by the ref. The ref Charles Robinson said like, "Get out my ring,
Yeah.
Chelsea Green, you're gone." But then a random other character came by and like, "Wait a minute, who are you? You're not supposed to be here. You look exactly like her." And I love how Chelsea Green, before girl got told and screamed by Charles Robinson saying that please get out my ring, I love the way Chelsea was grabbing his shirt like, listen to me.
Oh, yeah.
Listen to me. Like I love how she was playing the Karen of the wrestlers. Like, listen to me. This is what I need you to do. And Charles was like, are you touching the ref? Are you touching the guy that tells you guys what to do? You know what? You're telling me to get out of here? Are you talking to me? Are you talking to me?
Is Charles Robinson gonna have to choke a bitch? Like, he had that kind of facial, that kind of like attitude, that kind of like aura, if you will, since the internet wants to use that word now for everything. Like, he had the aura just like of Wayne Brady in that car, just being like, am I gonna have to choke a bitch? Am I gonna have to get out this car and get the everlasting life out of your throat? Nah, get out of my ring. Get out of here. Go.
The way I saw this scene, because I was listening to the most recent interview of Chris with Carmella. The way I saw Chelsea Green screaming, it reminded me of Carmella cashing in her Money in the Bank.
Oh, yeah.
And it was also with Charles as well. I believe.
Charles Robinson,
Yeah.
or the other ref who was like very confused about what a Money in the Bank briefcase was.
It was him. My apologies. I thought that was Charles, but yes.
No, it was some other dude. I forgot his name. Yeah, the dude that's just like,
what am I supposed to do with this? I don't know. I was not told about the job description about Money in the Bank. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I'm like, boy. So, like that, doing the whole Carmella thing, it reminded me a lot with Chelsea Green, with the screaming aspect, with the Karen type of vibe. It reminded me so much of that. However, Piper Niven did such a fantastic job in this with Bayley. It was good fight. The thing I'm curious now, what's next, since we have Money in the Bank in the next 3 weeks. Piper Niven, I feel like her story has ended, but it could continue down the road because this is just round 1. We could always have a round 2. I am so happy for Piper Niven. She executed real well. If we had the mid-card title that's rumored, please make Chelsea or Piper Niven. They are great choices. They know how to wrestle. They know how to keep the mic. And if they don't, they're improving on the promo work. They've been showing that.
yeah, especially Piper Niven. Like, I'm so glad they gave her the mic the other night, because she is a good talker, you know. Yeah, there's the accent, but you know, everybody has a freaking accent. Come on, if we all spoke the same, that would just make life boring, wouldn't it? Exactly. So that was that. But yeah, I mean, overall, I thought this was, again, a really, really great match for both of them, because like again, Bayley's a really good seller. She's a really good, like, kind of like what Michael Cole said during that kickoff show. He's just like, Bayley is a first round pick for the Hall of Fame when that time comes. And yeah, she is. She is a great talent. She knows how to make people look good, even if they lose and all that. Like, and she knows how to make herself credible too, where it's like, okay, yeah, she should be afraid to face somebody like Piper Niven, but like, she's still gonna like gather up that courage and fight her and possibly beat her. So, yeah, I mean, I was quite pleased with the match. It was exactly what I was hoping for and what I was expecting from the two.
Me too. I'm glad to be entertained by them. I not say I had low or high expectation. I had expectations, and I wanted to be entertained, and I did. And I'm just proud for Piper Niven to get her flowers where it's due. And the match was long enough, entertaining enough, and it gave its moment to both Bayley, showing her strength, showing her strides, and for Piper Niven to show what she could do in her home country. And the audience love her, so I'm happy for her.
Yeah. So much like Robin from Young Justice, I was perfectly whelmed. I was good. I was good with that. But
were you whelmed about the main event?
But the main event, some people were not whelmed. Some people were a little PO'd at what happened with this. But if you've been following the story, you were prepared for this emotionally, mentally, physically, spiritually. You were prepared for what happened in this match because we had the world heavyweight title on the line. Damian Priest defending against Drew McIntyre in his home country with his home band of the bagpipes, bringing on the hype munchies for me, because that's the thing with me. When I'm watching something and like business starts picking up and like action starts picking up, I get what I like to call the hype munchies, when I'm just like, oh shit, this is hype. I need to like snack on something. I need to like devour a meal while this action's going on. Hold the phone right now. Yeah, that's what those bagpipes are doing for me. But the crowd what finally woke up. This was the crowd I've been wanting all night.
The crowd woke up with us. Like, this was a good balance of the main event. I feel like they did a good rundown. I know we're gonna talk about it of Clash of the Castle overall thoughts, but I'm gonna say my thoughts about that overall. But this was a good way to end the main event, because this is the main event of our conversation and the main event of the match overall of Clash of the Castle. And they executed well. Yeah. The fans love their hunky dunk Scottish warrior, our handsome.
Hunky dunk. Wait, hunky dunk. Oh, hell yeah. Oh, I love that.
Wasn't that what Pat McAfee would call him the dad Monday night? Was it at the
Probably.
left? I think he said like handsome
forgot.
bastard, hunky dunk or something.
Oh yeah,
like
it was
that.
like, yeah. Oh my gosh, I'm just so used to just calling him Big Daddy Drew McIntyre, but that's neither here nor there.
I'm not gonna call him daddy, so that's
Look, when you watch a lot of YouTube stuff, some things just kind of pick up on you, But anyways,
hey, our boy Drew McIntyre was looking almighty fine with his home country, with the bagpipes, looking out there, landing those claymores. Not one, not two, but 3 claymores throughout the matches, right? Because I counted 3. Also saying.
Yeah. Yes, there was.
It's 3, right? Because if not, it was 2 then.
Yeah, it was 3.
If I was wrong, it's 3. So just seeing those claymores landed so well, the way the crowd, just to see him go, whoo, whoo, and like just the crowd being behind him for that, like for once, like just everyone, 11,000 plus people screaming behind him for him to land the claymore in the future shock. It was amazing to see how everyone wanted Drew McIntyre to win, and it just showed that a lot of people thought he was gonna win this match tonight, and I was like, CM Punk could appear, and guess what? We spoke about last night on SmackDown that CM Punk got caught by a fan at the airport and everything, so we knew he was gonna cost it. But let's just talk about the elephant in the fucking room, and I'm sorry, I'm gonna jump into this, Whawkins. but our
that's
boy
fine.
Drew McIntyre had it up to 9 seconds. It was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 by the
And
audience.
finally,
counting.
a ref comes out.
And the camera shot was just staring at the
Oh.
butt cheeks of the ref. The ref just came up, but I'm like, hold a minute. That ref looks very slimmed down and has brown hair. He's not an old ref, and he
Dude,
ran
yep.
very fast. I noticed those 3 things so quick. When the camera was in the wide shot, I'm like, wait a minute, that ref is kind of running fast. He slided, and and then the camera shot just showing the butt cheeks and the head. I'm like, I recognize that head. It's so sad.
Dude,
that,
it was-
so sad
it
that
was-
I knew that.
Dude, it was the slick back hair for me. Like
It
the
was.
ref comes in, I'm just like, oh, okay, here's the new ref, and how are you gonna get taken down? But then, like, as soon as he hit one, and his hand and head went up, I saw the slick back hair. I'm like,
Yes.
oh shit, that's Punk.
Yes.
Oh my god.
That was
And
my
like it
fucking
hit me.
reaction.
It hit me like, oh, this camera work right. Wait a minute.
And
like
then-
he stopped, and
Yes.
he's like, two.
And Drew looks at him because if you notice, Drew was counting the 1, the 2 with the ref, and the
Yep.
ref didn't do the 3, but Drew still did the 3 nod, and he looks up. He's like, no, and then CM Punk just says 2 only, and I love that.
Oh,
That
shit.
he couldn't do shit because he was wearing the ref shirt, so Drew couldn't hit him because Drew wouldn't know if he's an actual ref or if he's playing the ref card by a lie.
Yeah.
So Drew was like, wait a minute, I'm fucked. But then CM Punk says, like, wait a minute, while you're trying to still think and process all this, I'm gonna just undercut you and hit you in the nuts. Ah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna kick you square in the nads, and that's gonna end you basically with another South of Heaven. Oh god, that just again the camera work and the fact that, like, I mean, there are recordings coming out of like, oh, people in the stadium be like, oh, this is bullshit, but like,
All right.
I struggle thinking if that's like serious or not, because if you follow the story, like, yeah, I had mentioned like my little thread last night and whatever, but like that's the beauty of this all. It's they're all threads, they're all like possibilities and all that. Like,
So chat.
it was kind of obvious, yeah, what was going to be
So
happening. But
chat.
yeah, go
So
ahead.
I could give context towards what Wonka's talking about because we're fans, but we're also critics because we have to be online in the community. What the casual 10% of the online community will say, because the people that are going to buy the tickets are showing that they still love Cody, they still love all these fans, they still love Chad Cable, even though he lost the story. These people that are out there are still showing with the money that they love what they're presenting. So when it comes to myself and Walkers, we see the online community, what stupidity they're saying. Because Chad, I'm sorry if you're part of that community. I apologize if I'm calling you stupid. It's just the overall grand pool of the bigger ocean is being said. And what is being said is that why would they book Drew McIntyre to be over in such a good match of this but not have him win? But what people need to understand that Damian Priest is about to lose his belt, not Drew. He's gonna lose his belt to a guy named King of the Ring, General Gunther, that won that a title opportunity #1 contender match for his slot guaranteed at the SummerSlam of 2024. So we here around the corner at the Money in the Bank. If Drew has another match, we're gonna win that. Or if he doesn't have a match, he will be facing Gunther and losing that and becoming a 80, 100 days champion, whatever it may be. So why would he want Drew McIntyre to be champion for Money in the Bank and then lose to Gunther for less than 40 days or less than 60? It doesn't add that value to Drew. Let him become the stepping stone for Damian to Gunther, and then for Gunther to lead off to where the theory of Whawkins said to Royal Rumble. So we have Seth to take that, and then maybe have Seth versus CM Punk at WrestleMania next year. But of course, there's many, let's call it to the MCU stuff. There's there's different timelines that things could go to with the Judgment Day, with other people coming and stepping in for Gunther and everything. But we know our 2 champions for the rest of the year is going to be Damian until SummerSlam and Gunther until next year. That is a bottom line, and that is what Stone Cold said so.
Yeah, because like, that's the thing. It's like, okay, because I know, I had my little coin flip last night to decide who I wanted to win this match. I know, I get it, because I was somewhat torn, but like that's the beauty of it. It's like, you get the result, and you're like, okay, you know what, the pieces were there. It makes sense in this, like, where we might be going with this, but like in this point in time, like, yeah, this makes sense in this aspect. Yeah, this is why we're setting it up like that. But like, I just really hope that Damian Priest is all right, because he did have like that. This was the other botch that we had at the night where Damian Priest went for that. I forgot what he actually calls it, but it's basically that over the top rope move he does to somebody outside, but like,
Yes.
he steps up on the middle
top
rope. Yeah, he steps on the middle rope to like go over the top rope and all that. But like tonight, he kind of, his legs got twisted up in it, like in between the ropes and all that. And I don't think this was meant to happen, because like Drew got up really quick, almost like he was checking on him. But then like as soon as he got the okay from Damian Priest, he was like, all right, well, we'll just keep working this angle then,
Yeah, because I saw the ref asking Damian, are you good? And then, like, I don't know if fans also catch this, but me, because, again, chat, my mentality, how I tell myself to observe things more, I tell myself, this is homework. Pay attention to things a bit more. That's how my mind works, and it's working. So I see, and I pay attention to how the refs, give the signal, and then Damian is trying to get it, but then, what Whawkins said, Drew got up quick, because at the end of the day, these wrestlers have to work each other to tell a story, but also protect each other for each other's health. So Drew got up like, yo, you're good. Do I still go with the chair, the belt, things that I'm hitting? But he's like, Damian gave a thumbs up, like, yeah, hit me. I'm swinging. Yeah. Hit me, man. So it worked out. Drew played along with it, and it helped him get out of the top rope faster and not be hurt. The ref also was probably making it loose in the rope so it doesn't get too tight for him. So, and with Damian, people don't know this as well, he wears high top boots. So it has the much better secure in case your ankle gets twisted. Those boots are there for the health type of secure purpose. So even if you get twisted, the boot was holding intact. So if he was wearing some type of low J's or J shoes, like other type of wrestlers do, his ankle would have definitely been hurting. But the boots may have actually helped him a lot more in the long run. Because I did question that as well. Hopefully these wrestlers like Jade, Damian don't beat themselves up much in the foot about their botches. And hopefully they know that their botches may have actually helped them out, because these mistakes are better that they happen organically, and it doesn't happen in a worst type of situation, because you don't want that to happen on live TV where things could kind of escalate and not wanted to type of execute that way.
Yeah, and I know, like, this is the other thing I saw from the press conference, too, after the show. Damian Priest did make a comment saying, my ankle doesn't feel too good right now, but hopefully it's just hey, it just doesn't feel good today kind of thing, and, like, tomorrow it's just like, okay, I'm fine. I'll be fine. So
yeah, hopefully it's a little nice ice pack, a little heal, a little therapy. Hopefully it's not like he loose it up and everything. But I want to give a shout out to our Terror Twin. She has not tweeted in days until she tweeted yesterday, earlier today. The Terror Twin, she tweeted, usually I would say we don't mess with Drew, but this time around, beat him up, my Terror Twin. I believe I am paraphrasing, so, guys, for what Rhea said.
I actually.
Oh, you have the tweet?
So I actually have it right here.
Oh, perfect. Thank you, Whawkins.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing, and I'll I'll try to show this on my camera too, because it's funny when I saw this tweet.
All right, talk to me.
Because I don't know if you can see this on the camera, but somebody tweeted just a minute, 2 minutes before Miss Rhea Ripley did.
Liv Morgan said
it was
at the WWE Castle.
Yeah, she just tweeted hashtag WWE Castle, and 2 minutes later you get this tweet from Rhea Ripley being normally, quote unquote, no one touches Drew, but tonight, Archer of Infamy, I want you to kick his effing ass, and all the hashtags and all that.
Look,
with it, but
chat. We know damn well Liv and Rhea are still friends behind closed doors and everything. They still text each other. And they probably said, all right, cool. I'm going to text this now. You tweet it first, and I'll tweet it right after you. It's all timing and all marketing, and it's well executed. Because to me, it works well. She literally, all she did was hashtag WWE Castle. She could literally just be tweeting her job, literally saying that she was there because she was there.
Yeah.
Probably there promoting her belt and everything, and she will be there on Monday with the Judgment Day or with Dominic and everything. So the drama will continue.
Yeah. And God, I'm so curious how this is going to tie in with the Judgment Day, because now you have a wrinkle here now, which is okay, Damian Priest was telling the Judgment Day to, get away, let me handle my business, you guys handle your business, but we're still together and all that shit. But it's he tried to do that with the Judgment Day, but
he didn't expect CM
then
Punk.
CM Punk helps him. Yeah, exactly. It's that may not have been part of the plan, but you still had help, Damian Priest, which means you still need help, which means you still need us. We're still going to help you. So it's there's still a bit of wrinkle with that as well.
Yeah, so it's going to be curious to see where that story goes. I just want to give a quick shout out to my shirt. A big shout out to our boy CM Punk. Best in the world.
Nice.
He came to represent. So I'm putting this out there. The shirt that I got for our boy CM Punk for Street Fighter. Yeah, Street Fighter. So CM Punk, he cost him the title for Drew. We had it coming. We planned it out. That CM Punk traveled all the way to Scotland just to cost this man the title. We thought AJ Styles was petty and traveled all the way to the Elimination Chamber in Australia to cost the title for Logan. But no, he said, I'm going to cost the title for you like this. Sorry, I said Logan. I meant LA Knight. So he said, nah. CM Punk, I'm going to do this to you for Drew. You keep talking and putting my name in your mouth saying that you're relevant because of me. Nah. I'm going to mess you up, boy. I'm going to mess up your title run. You thought you was going to get the 1, 2, 3 ring announcer? Nah. 1, 2 only. You done.
Yep. But I'm also surprised, too, so this was obviously, a hard-hitting match because both Drew and Damian Priest, they are that's basically their style. They are hard hitters. They are going to mess you up with chops and big suplexes and big quick moves like the Claymore or some of the kicking moves that Damian Priest has. But I gotta point this out too, not many people kick out of the Claymore, and Damian Priest did tonight, so that was interesting, because again, the ones that just pop into my head very quickly that have kicked out of the Claymore, there have been Brock Lesnar comes to mind. I'm pretty sure he kicked out of at least one, and the other one I think was Seth Rollins. But those are the only two people I can think of. Maybe Bobby Lashley during their feud, back in, what was that, 2021, early 22? I think it was 2021. Maybe Bobby Lashley then, but not many people kick out of that finisher. So yeah, it kind of took me out, because I'm okay, you guys are close to the ropes, so are you just gonna grab the ropes? That would be a way to work around this. But no, Damian Priest just kicked out of the Claymore. Okay, all right, cool, neat.
I think I think the reason they did that is to add the extra layer of Damian Priest being the champion he is, a champion. So I think to show him that he is a champion, that he's speaks of, that he's gonna show the audience why he is trying to be the dominant one of the leader, trying to be the dominant one of
Yeah.
the Judgment Day and everything else.
Yeah, and exactly that point too. It's like, because when you use my little analogy of an RPG, it's like, okay, Damian Priest has now he's now unlocked the ability of kick out of finisher at least once.
Yeah.
So he's got that now to use, and hey, he had enough skill points. He had enough magic in his little gauge to use that ability. So isn't that cool? Isn't that neat? Awesome. But yeah, again, just it was a hard hitting match. Some of those chops were very loud that I heard, but I mean, at the end of the day, again, Punk coming back to get his revenge on Drew. I mean, that was the story that we were leading towards. It was leaked that CM Punk was there in Glasgow. It was leaked twice. Like, I don't know if you saw this morning's one. It was like he was in some store and somebody got a picture with him.
Nah,
It's like, oh, all right, cool.
I did not see that one.
Yeah, I forgot where it was in. Yeah, it was some Celtic store. I forgot. I don't know. But yeah, he was spotted twice in Glasgow. So it's like, all right, you're costing Drew, which kind of sucks because it's like Drew's wife wasn't there. You're in Drew's hometown. You're his home country. His entire family's there. His entire countrymen are there. Like, you're doing this sob story of him like needing the title, and like I don't know, like it was the perfect storm for CM Punk to do this and like get this immense heat for their feud going forward.
Agreed. Like, this is a good way to start the feud and see what leads up to Money in the Bank, or hopefully to SummerSlam. That's where, SummerSlam is their other big main event.
Yep. But yeah, with one South of Heaven, 1, 2, 3. Well, I guess the second one.
Yeah, but it's the
in
second one.
match, but yeah, I was like, wait a minute, no, that's not the first one. It was the second one. Yeah, second South of Heaven, 1, 2, 3. Damian Priest retains, and Drew is pissed. There's a couple videos actually out there of Drew like kind of freaking out, like he's dropping f-bombs, like saying, "Oh, I'm gonna fucking kill him," like shit like that, you know.
Oh wow.
He actually gets in Corey Graves' face too. It's just like, like almost acting like Batman from Dark Knight, being like, "Oh, where is she, Joker? I'm not messing around. Where is she? You can see him. Punk screwed me out of the title. Where is he?" So,
Oh, I can't wait for that Monday promo speech. Like, CM Punk,
oh,
you
dude,
say that you're not coming here Monday, but guess what? I will be here. I'm gonna talk shit about you, even if you're not at work today. I'm like, bro, how does that make sense? But sure,
I
copy.
hope Drew shows up. I hope Drew shows up in Chicago on Friday. I hope he does.
Oh, that'd be amazing. That'd be amazing.
Yeah.
But yeah, like Whawkins said, South of Heaven round 2, 1, 2, 3, and we have Damian Priest retains. He walks out. Hopefully, this gives Damian Priest to know what he needs to improve on in his TV presence, and as a champion, what does he want to become in his goal as.
Yeah. So, yeah. Well, Damian's building up his world title legacy and all that. We'll see where all that goes, especially when we get to SummerSlam, whether Damian Priest is still holding that thing or if somebody else is, if this turns into some sort of schmoz fest with like multiple people, who knows. I don't know if I mentioned this, so quick little side note, if we do still have like Damian Priest versus Gunther at SummerSlam, I thought of an ideal scenario in my head, at least for the Money in the Bank match, and it's very simple, just having Finn Balor and Ludwig Kaiser part of the match, because those are two people in like two different factions, but they're the factions that are like having their quote-unquote leaders face each other at the next big event. So it's like, okay, what if one of them wins? Yeah, see,
I love
it's
that
like,
idea.
okay,
Great idea.
What if one of them wins the belt or the briefcase? It's like, okay, well, now the person that they're aligned with is a world champion or a possible world champion, possibly winning that at SummerSlam and possibly like getting cashed in on you. So the little thing. So I'm not listening to any reports that are saying that Jey Uso's winning, because I don't trust those yet. I just don't trust them yet. But overall, I thought Clash of the Castle was really good. I thought it was a really good, fun event. It went by really quick, which, yeah, you said it was like 2 hours and 50 minutes that
if you take out the 20 minutes of the recap that they show at the end, then 2 hours and 30 minutes, it was straightforward, even with everything.
Yeah. So, and that's what I love about like these smaller shows with like 5 cards. Like they go by really quick. Like 3 hours just speed by with these matches. So I'm really glad we're kind of toning down with the B shows and like having the bigger ones like SummerSlam and WrestleMania, having those be like the bigger shows with the bigger cards. Yeah, let's keep that as it is too. But Vash, what do you think overall of Clash at the Castle?
Vash, what do I think? Damn, shit. Clash at the Castle was amazing as my first experience from Clash at the Castle. This was my first one from Scotland to see how it is and how executed. And Scotland showed out. They did their job. They did what they did. They showed the crowd to Piper Niven, for Drew, for our witches in the tag team matches. Cody Rhodes versus AJ Styles was a well-executed match. I didn't expect for AJ Styles also to have the hook on top of Cody.
Fish hook?
The fish hook was something I didn't expect either. I was like, okay, we're going down ruthless? Just putting the whole 2 fingers on the mouth and just yank it out like...
Dude.
I like, we're about to be like Monkey D. Luffy?
I shit you not. The fish hook is a family move. Like... That would be something where like we would pick, like me and my brother and my sister would pick on each other by doing the fish hook on each other, or like doing it on our like father and all that, being like, oh hey dad, fish hook, just yanking on the mouth like you're like bringing in a big old bass or something.
For my family tradition, we grab your traps, so we like hook your hand in a traps way, and we try to pull the muscle.
Ooh. Nope, not messing with that.
Yeah, so that was my brother and my father type of tradition of always grabbing that extra muscle meat right there. So I get it, and just to see that fish hook done by AJ Styles to Cody, I was like, I didn't expect that. I'm like, cool, this is a ruthless match. What I wanted, what the aggression I wanted. I love how Jade, Cargill, and Bianca lost their tag match because a lot of people was expecting them to hold it until like next year or then this year. But now this is good because this is the type of the WWE product we want, to expect the unexpected, things that we don't expect to see of you guys being predictable. All right, you give us the witches. What can you do with them now? What can you execute in the tag team division of the 3 rosters that you have that these belts represent? So let us see what you guys are going to be cooking, and I'm hoping and excited to see what Shawn Michaels and Triple H cooks with between NXT, SmackDown, and Raw. Bayley and Piper Niven, congrats. Piper Niven, you did a fantastic show. So proud of you. We already gave you guys your flowers due, so I just want to give them an extra flowers of extra roses. And CM Punk, the Damian Priest, you're chilling because Drew McIntyre, he asked for this. He literally is the one that's been asking it for CM Punk to literally bite him in the ass, and he has had it coming. So without further ado, CM Punk, continue cooking, continue getting to the mind of Drew McIntyre, continue getting it because you are gonna get it in his head 100%.
Oh yeah, like that feud's gonna be cooking here in a little bit. So yeah, so as we're winding down here, chat, I want to just ask you guys, let us know what you thought of the show overall, in our chat here. But if you're also watching the VOD, let us know in the comments. And also, I want to hear from you guys. Let me know what your favorite wrestling move to put on somebody is. Just remember, make sure you're being safe and
consent.
Don't try the dangerous moves at home. But, Vash, as everybody's kind of thinking about all those things that we started asking them a little bit, why don't you also kind of tell them, maybe direct them to where they can find us?
If you're watching us right now on the YouTube, like the video if you haven't, like the stream if you're watching us and being entertained by us. Give us the comment, like Whawkins asks, do the homework. Let us know what move in your family that you have done by being a wrestling fan. Did the people's elbow? Did you spear your sibling? Did you do the tombstone to your brother and pretend to tell your parents that you didn't break that bed by having some wrestling moves because your parents were working late every weekend. That did not happen in my household. I'm damn like that did. My brother did a lot of wrestling moves to me as a kid. The spear, the tombstone, the pedigree. But hey, that's a different conversation for another day. But if you are on the Twitch side, follow us. We appreciate it. Use the Twitch Prime if you guys are definitely there, because we're gonna be doing a lot of gaming streams in the coming weeks. Definitely in the fall season for Sparking Zero, if you guys know what that game is. So definitely check that out. Other than that, Whawkins, back to you.
Oh, great. Well, as always, we're just going to thank you. So thank you for taking our time out of your day to listen to the Weebs of the Ring podcast. If you enjoyed what we had to say, do exactly as Vash just said, because he gave you all the directions. You just got to follow them, because we are known as AniMa We Studio on all social platforms. Just remember, that's we with a 3. Also use the hashtag Weebs of the Ring to interact with us and about anything regarding wrestling before, during, or after our shows. We also appreciate feedback, because we are nothing without you guys tuning in, and we like to get better. We like to give you the best product possible. Weebs of the Ring is presented by AniMa We Studio, thanks to our production team of Vash, Whawkins, DropThisBox, Rome, and Jokester, as well as special thanks to JB and Abe. Thank you for joining us, and remember, no stunt grannies were harmed in the recording of this podcast.
Except I was in my
Have a good
childhood by
night,
spears and
everybody.
pedigrees and also tombstones. A big shout out to my brother. And be safe at home.
Yeah, hopefully your brothers did not beat you up too bad. So, have a good night, everybody.